I talk, so people make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people, make we talk.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. We're listening from around the world on the Eastern Caribbean. This is WZPP 96.1 FM and WZOP 92.7 FM. It's a beautiful day here in South Florida. We're going to have this afternoon former or retired FBI agent Wilfred Rattigan. We're going to also have the chairman of the Caribbean Institute of Caribbean Studies, Herbert Nelson Jr. We're going to speak about sometimes in our lives, people may say that we bash our country. It's a matter of bashing our country, we're going to speak about the way how they keep on violating the Constitution of the country. Madam DPP was given an extension on her retirement age. And the Minister of Justice, the Honorable Delroy Truck. Good afternoon to all my faithful followers on YouTube who keep on following me anywhere I go. Thank you all very much for coming on. And I'm pretty much sure you're hearing me loud and clear. Thank you all very much. If I was like Madam DPP, I would have said to the powers maybe that, I don't want an extension. There's capable people in my office to do the work. It's time for me to step aside and give somebody else the hat to wear. The question must be asked, though, why is it that the Labour Party administration led by the Prime Minister of our great country held bent on giving the current Director of Public Prosecution an extension on her tenure? Why is it that they held bent in doing that? Is it because they have something to hide? Madam DPP spent 15 years as Jamaica's Director of Public Prosecution. And if you spend 15 years at a job, and not one single person whose hands was caught in the public kitty have gone behind bars. Not one. I'm still waiting on my guests, my two esteemed guests, to come on to the program. Not one single one of them. Still waiting on my guests to come on. Not one single one of these parliamentarians under the tenure of Madam DPP, who led that office over 15 years. Not one member who has their hand in the public kitty has gone to prison. Not come out of it. So I need to find out. I'm asking the question. Why must we agree with the parliament or agree with the Minister of Justice, Delroy Chuck, to give the goodly lady more time to stay in that office? Those are the questions that the people of our country is asking. Is there something that has been hidden from the people of our country? Why is it that the goodly lady who has reached the retirement age, why is it that she can't go sit down? The Director of Public Prosecution led that office for 15 glorious years in her eyesight. I think it's time for you, Madam DPP, to say goodbye. There must be capable people within the office that you occupied, Madam DPP, to hand it over to somebody else. There must be capable people. But yet, the good Minister of Justice, the Honorable Delroy Chuck, see it fit to amend the Constitution of Jamaica to allow you, Madam DPP, to sit in the office for some more time, because you have some unfinished work to do. Now I want to ask you the question on behalf of the Jamaican people and on behalf of Jamaicans in the diaspora, Madam DPP. Is it that the 6 government officials that is under investigation, Madam DPP, is it that you need to preside over that case? That if somebody go to prison, you send them go to prison, Madam DPP? Or is it that you preside over that case, that when it come to your desk, you say, no man, this a person, you're not going to ever go on the table. In all your 15 years as Jamaica's Director of Public Prosecution, Madam DPP, can the people of Jamaica say that you have done a good job in the rampant corruption that face our nation? And yet, our goodly minister, Delroy Chuck, see it fit to go to the Parliament of Jamaica, and they did not in the Senate of Jamaica. The government did not get majority of the vote to extend the age for the Director of Public Prosecution to stay on the job. And the same Minister of Justice, Delroy Chuck, admit that they did something wrong. They misled the people of Jamaica. They misled the Parliament of Jamaica. But we must sit down in this country of ours and say there's nothing to these people. I have to ask Madam DPP and Mr. Minister, if you have breached the constitution of the land, how do you still sit in the Parliament of Jamaica? And how do you still sit as Jamaica's Minister of Justice? The Honorable Delroy Chuck, those are the questions that we in the diaspora and the people of Jamaica is asking you. Those are the questions that we're asking you, Madam DPP and Mr. Minister. I go further in saying this, but in my humble opinion, in any other modern democracy, Delroy Chuck would not be sitting as Minister of Justice now. Because if the People's National Party in the Senate did not give you the majority of the vote to extend the age for the Director of Public Prosecution to continue, that means you did not get the majority of the vote, Mr. Minister. And if I'm wrong, anyone in the listening public can call in at 850-446-0562. I have one of my guests coming on here now. Good afternoon, Mr. Herb Nelson.
Good afternoon to you, Jeffrey, and to all your listeners there in South Florida. I hope they all are not feeling too much heat. I know you're bringing the heat today. Oh, Lord have mercy.
So
you were talking about the affable DPP,
yes,
and the fact that she's not bringing any heat whatsoever. You know, she has had a very long career.
Yes.
As DPP. A lot of people forget that she was acting DPP back in 2005.
Yes.
Right? So if she was acting all that time and then she got confirmed in 2008, it means 5 from 23 is actually what? 18 years of steering that office. And the fact that the office has suddenly become ineffective. I was trying to find that letter from her deputy.
Yes.
Because her deputy really tore her up in that letter and spoke the truth.
One moment for me, Mr. Nelson. We have a call coming in also. One moment for me.
Okay.
We have lost Mr. Nelson. We do apologize about that. Mr. Nelson, you there?
Yes,
sir.
Here.
Go ahead, sir. I do apologize about that. The call was coming and hit us out. Yeah, continue with saying, sir. I do apologize to my listeners about that. Go ahead, Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, I was saying that she after appointment, she took some starring roles in different cases, right? some of them financial, had to do with Calderon, I believe, Calderon Financial Group, where somebody invested $5 million into the financial group in Jamaica.
Yes.
And they had bogus, I guess, balance sheets to show that the organization was stable. And they turned around and ripped off the investor.
Yes.
Dealt with the oil trader from Netherlands, Capital that supposedly bribed members of the People's National Party to the tune of $31 million. That's on Porter's watch. And numerous other cases, current, more like Vibes Cartel, that murder trial. And, you know, I mean, she's made quite a name for herself. And then 17, she was complaining about 700 cases as being too much. I'm thinking, my God, you know, whatever happened to the 480,000 cases that were backlogged? Possible when we've been talking about case preparation for so long, and you will send cases up and just have it willy-nilly dismissed. It's a disservice to the people of Jamaica, because you turn criminals back out onto the street without any controls over them. So she has lost the handle on the office. She can no longer steer that office. She can no longer control the crowds because her people are speaking out.
Yes.
And to lose cases without it even being tried, some of them murder cases, some of them rape, some of them, serious cases that our good friend, the commissioner of police, is saying the crime rate is dropping. When is the crime rate dropping because those cases are not being counted? We don't know what's going on.
Mr. Nelson, but Mr. Nelson, the question that we as Jamaicans and people in the diaspora must ask though, and I've been saying this on this program this morning here.
Yeah.
When the Minister of Justice went to the good lady, or she went to him, or whatever may happen, we in the public must ask the question. There are 6 government officials that is up for investigation, or under investigation right now.
Right, that's the latest, yes.
Right. So the question must be asked then. For 15 years, this woman has led Jamaica's Director of Public Prosecution, the office. The question must be asked though, is it that there's some hanky-panky going on within the Director of Public Prosecution? Why they want her to stay on? Would you ask a question, Mr. Nelson?
Well, it's not even to ask a question. The problem, as I see it, is that she has favored this government, the Prime Minister especially, when she failed to take over. With almost $200 million in assets. But we know his house, the one in Beverly Hills, that was exposed on 18 degrees north, we know that that house is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. We know he owns properties up in Beverly Hills, right? And we know Garwood was instrumental in helping him to acquire and to build properties and build a house in Beverly Hills. So we ask the question, did she investigate that?
Hold on for me, Mr. Nelson. Hold on a minute for me. Good afternoon. How can I help?
Good afternoon.
Yes, Mr. Nelson, you still there with us? Hold on for me. Mr. Nelson? Caller, are you there with us?
No, it's me.
Okay, Mr. Nelson, go ahead for me, please.
Okay, all right. So, with the Prime Minister failing to prosecute the Prime Minister, which she has the power to do, and now that there are 6 more members of Parliament that are being interdicted in a way,
Listening to WCPP 92.7 LP FM.
Record Date Night presents Fort Lauderdale Culture Fest, Saturday, August 12th, featuring Itana,
But I'm not
Phantom Moja, Bugle,
Rastafari, everything gonna
Witch and Fire, Natural Black, Inoa and Ras Fraser Jr. at Lalo's 1400 North State Road. Sam tickets available at ftlculturefest.eventbrite.com and at Lalo's ticket hotline 954-348-1719.
That's Culture Fest for your support. We're not the airline, but we can take you to the islands every Sunday at Island Vibe Sunday at Blue Martini in the Galleria Mall. Enjoy happy hour from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. Enjoy live reggae music with the Visions Band from 8 p.m. until midnight and dance music by DJ Mikey Mine. It's a vibe, a cool, chill vibes. Island Vibe Sundays at Blue Martini in the Galleria Mall. For VIP reservations, 954-529-4605. WZOP would like to thank Blue Martini for their contribution to this station.
The views, opinions, and content of the following does not reflect those of WZOP Radio.
Psychic spiritual advisor Sister Alberta wants you to know that she's over 30 years experienced and dedicated in helping the Caribbean community with all problems of life, such as love, money, health, immigration problems, court cases, restores lost nature, and removes bad luck, jealousy, and evil from the root. Sister Alberta offers a sample consultation by phone at 954-770-0984. That's 954-770-0984. Sister Alberta promises.
because she did not prosecute the prime minister, because she has failed in other areas of prosecution, especially with the 52 cases that were took by the court for lack of evidence. Nobody has faith in her anymore, except the prime minister, to accomplish what he wants. And we see a situation here where the governor general signs off on into the prime minister sentence, and even her as a DPP could have commented on the constitutionality of the past SOEs that were in effect, and the fact that she tried to bring charges against over 200 people, but it was established that the court found the SOE has been unconstitutional. And now, Jamaica is at risk of having to pay close to $1 million for over 200 people for false arrests under the SOE. So you see an ineffective office of DPP 12, and we see in addition an ineffective Governor General who supports the using sort of emergency as really attack. Some other catastrophic event like hurricane or earthquake, that would have, this is sort of previous to the emergency, so that did not happen here. And the DPP has seen some join the group to go along, to get along, and we don't see prosecutions against any of these people going anywhere within an office. When you first look, when you need younger and more energetic people with a different mindset and a different attitude to fighting crime in Jamaica. And, corruption has been the underpinning of the failures in our legal system in Jamaica. Corruption either by government or by private sector. And in order for that to stop, in order for there to be no more FSL, rather, or there to be failures in the ministries to oversee them, we need an aggressive leadership to ensure that there's a complete review of cases and of the corrupting influences in those cases. Somebody who's going to go after the big guy, the big man, as it is, wherever that person is, and to stop them from influencing and corrupting the system, legal system in Jamaica. And that's pretty much that goes it. Can you hear me, Jeffrey? Yeah, I can hear you. When you sit down and listen to what the DPP has really done in the 15 years, I think 18 years rather, in the 18 years, And the just fortitude to want to get things cleaned up and get the court system back to where it's functioning properly. And we got reason people. I agree with you. Gentlemen, let me say something to you. You have to indemnify the people that you're going to get to work in those offices because, again, they are at the mercy and intimidation, especially because Jamaica is a small little shopping mall island, very small. Everybody knows everybody, particularly in Kingston, right? So you're going to have to. That is one thing. You take it out and you put it where you have a system that elects. Then the constitutional knows its role. The Prime Minister can't go and interfere with an elected position. You understand? But however, right now, the Public Services Commission, and we don't accept a rubber stamp, and to have a prominent citizen like to be in a country associated and many of those private sector.
You know something, sir? I don't want to say this on this radio station, you know. But I will say it on my platform. The majority of the media houses in Jamaica, you know what is going on with them and government.
Yeah, them get bio. They're bought out. They're bought out. And that is until we need to scandalize them. Because many people don't know the very horrific role and hypocritical role that being a company plays in Jamaica. Right? We need Jamaicans to know we have to spread information. And that's the key. When you put them on blast, it's hard for them to go and hide, you know, and crawl back in them things. Because we operate in Jamaica because we have always control media, then control. That's not easy. It's good. You understand? Because now that the people are actually being told some of the bad stories about what's going on in the country. You understand? That's how we're going to get changed. But we need to have to be pushing and motivate the people.
Yeah.
So we have to tell the people to get up all of them batteries. And come out and advocate for your own country.
Yes.
And let me see this in Jamaican. You no longer pack up and run, pack up and post and teach, you can get the best views to go put on social media, show up when you come to an island. You don't understand what is happening to the island. You don't understand. You know, you're going to put on the well, I want to say to your listener that it is really showed us what I learned to learn order is when the Prime Minister tried to change their constitution to suppress the judicial system.
Yes.
Which will allow him to get off some of these corruption charges that he's under. Right?
That is Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yes. Yeah. And by the way, it's the Governor General at point to DPP. I look on the judicial acting on the advice of the Prime Minister. Yes. And so, you see how many things, when you really study the Constitution, the Governor General is behind a lot of things. You think you know. Of course, no. It's a pure job. It's a cushion job. I used to be connected with
Gentlemen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, we're out of time. But if you need to hear more about Jamaica and its independence, join the Make Talk program this evening. Let's go to YouTube, type in Make Talk, Jeffrey Tavares, and you can get more of it. We're going to speak to the same Mr. Herbert Nelson Jr. and Dr. Nelson. That's Dr. Nelson from the Institute of Caribbean Studies. Is that true, Mr. Nelson?
Yeah, she's studying at the Institute of Caribbean Studies.
Yes, we're going to have it. Go ahead, Mr. Nelson.
Dr. Claire Nelson.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Dr. Claire Nelson will be my special guest this evening on the Make Me Talk program at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Jamaica time. We'll be live on the program to speak about Jamaica's independence and, you know, since we're 61 years old, what have we gained? So join Herbert Nelson Jr. and also Dr. Claire Nelson. She's the president of the Caribbean Studies of the Caribbean the Institute of Caribbean Studies. I do apologize for that. So thank you, Mr. Nelson, for coming on.
Not a problem, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And thanks to my caller for calling in. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all for listening to the Make It Talk program on WZPP 96.1 FM and WZLP 92.7 FM. And the voice of the Caribbean. We are one station that continues speaking the truth. The number one talk show host and the number one talk program in South Florida is the Make It Talk program. I'm yours truly, Jeffrey T, saying so long until you join us again tomorrow. May God bless this land of ours and may God bless Jamaica land we love. Until you hear our voice again, have a good day. I must apologize to all my viewers on YouTube who wasn't getting the audio incorrectly. I do apologize to you all on YouTube about the audio. I do apologize, but join me this evening. I guess you'll have a better audio then.
When it comes and how it goes, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make it talk, people, make it talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark the talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make it talk. Yeah. We're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make it talk. People, make it talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark the talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. Let we talk, oh, let we talk, let we talk, let we talk, let me talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When the sound comes and how to play, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark the talk and you will see.